But my ultimate goal is to just beat this base game with the Ziggies, with Ziggy and Zaggy. Afterward, I plan on doing another playthrough of randomized or low tier Pokemon. And trying to get through with a preset team. And just see how the fuck that goes. I would love to give him, Thief, but unfortunately, that is not the case in this game because there is no... Yeah, let's go ahead and just go with Hyper Voice. And then we'll just play the rest by ear. My boys. Those are my boys. No, my boys! No, that was fucking awesome. Oh no. I'm like, oh hey, Shroomish. Wait, what am I doing? Well, actually, I really need to learn this. Because I am going to be fighting against grass types. I don't know what the fuck you're sending out, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap. Oh my god, they have Trubbish in this game? I honestly have not played this in forever. Well, I know what I'm using for my next playthrough. Hi Sonya, bye Sonya. Fuck! Doing it every way. No, he's not a brilliant man. Honestly, beat up is a better move than round because round requires you to have multiple Pokemon that know the move round. Beat up just requires one lucky dark type to have it, and then everybody in the party just starts gangbanging that one thing. It's glorious. I honestly thought he was a Rozer. Wait, where's Zaggy? I will say I do love Pokemon doing it one-handed. Casual option. It is really nice. Touch me again. I honestly find that to be the coolest fucking thing ever. I love how meh or mid Pokemon Sword and Shield actually is. The caveat of it is, what the fuck happened to Scarlet and Violet? Like, it was such a bad game on launch. It was bad before the launch. Like, I understand, and I know that they were working on not necessarily a smaller budget, but a smaller platform. And the smaller platform, or smaller spaces, I should say, of, like, all this, to me, is just really fucking cool. Like, yeah, it's linear as fuck. But at least you know where you're going. You know what you're doing. And a lot of things can be implemented pretty fucking well. Like the Pokemon cart just running by on the tracks, even though it doesn't technically fit, it's still cool aesthetic wise. And it's just something neat that you could do in this. And those are, and that's just one of the cool things about like the static Pokemon in this game. And for those of you that aren't aware, Pokemon are essentially overworld Pokemon that have a fixed position or fixed action in the game, such as like legendaries. They're not found really in the wild unless they are a roaming Pokemon. They're usually sitting in one place and you can always find them there every single time. Or those that are in the overworld with various different sprites, like the daycare Pokemon, for instance. You know, you got a bunch of like those kinds of Pokemon, and that to me is really cool. Let's go, Zaggy. The only thing I'm fondly remembering of is in the 3DS era. I remember there was a rumor. It was never confirmed and by that I mean I never really bothered to fucking look it up. Was that you could find or you could wake up Pokemon by screaming or talking to it in the microphone on the 3DS. But yeah, this guy right here is what I consider a static Pokemon because he has a set path that he's forced to follow, and there's only one. And here comes the headache. No, I can't. Okay. I was thinking if I could just end everything. You were not looking hard enough, mate. I think, in my personal opinion, one of the most underrated and unloved Pokemon outside of Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky and in Pokemon Advanced Battles, Torkoal. Honestly, a really good Pokemon. I love his look. His aesthetics is really cool. His movesets are mid. And later down the line, his abilities are really good because he gets Drought. And I mean it genuinely when I say like Torkoal is one of my top 5 fire Pokemon. Number 1 for fire Pokemon for me, Typhlosion, just outright fucking broken, and because of the because of the Histurian lore that came after. Bede! I always thought it was Bead. Bede, Bede, let it rip. But yeah, I love Typhlosion because you can learn Thunder Punch on top of like Eruption and Thunder Punch. I just said that twice. Number 2, Blaziken. Number 3, Torkoal. Number 4, I guess I have to give it to Magcargo. Or I guess if anything, Shiny Slugma because just silver, and then just goes into pink, which is oh, this dude's a psychic. Just Shiny Slugma. At number 5. The Faithful to Pig Embar. Honestly, the only reason why is because Embar can learn Scald, which gives him an advantage in terms of fighting other fire types. Because if you're fighting a neutral matchup, it's really good to have a move that gives you an advantage. Like, for example, if you're fighting a water to water, or in this case, a grass to grass, grass isn't going to do anything. Stun Spores and Sleep Spores not going to do anything because they're both grass type moves, and status moves do not affect grass. Status moves don't affect other grass types. So it's really nice to have diversity in your moveset with your Pokemon when you're having to fight other trainers of the same type. Like, it's one of the reasons why I love Ziggy and Zaggy, is because they're both normal types, and because of the Zigzagoon lines, they're essentially TM slaves, which means you can literally teach them anything. And it would be really nice and it's really nice to have, where I can just slap a TM on their forehead, tell them to learn it, and then they learn it. I didn't get a lot out of it when I was looking it up, or when I was doing, Ziggy to learn a TM. But a lot of the TMs that are available for him to learn are really nice.